raza? Dino Andino, bass player of Catamor band. Alright, so just doing an interview. My boy Anomaly holding the camera. Got a little Q&A. Gonna answer it to the best of my knowledge. Since I was at my daddy's nutsacks, it's always been in my blood. It's in our blood for the most part. I remember just listening to the Beatles, pretty much British Invasion for the most part. That's what got me into music: Beatles, Rolling Stones, The Who, etc. And that's pretty much how I got exposed to music. Comb and paper. I'm not kidding, comb and paper. But no, all joking aside, actually my very first instrument was, believe it or not, the drums. I had it was crazy. I had a little toy drum set that was like a Disneyland, some shit, Mickey Mouse, whatever the fuck it was. And yeah, I couldn't really play it because it was freaking loud. Neighbors got pissed off, so it was just, what was the point in having it? So my sperm donor eventually threw it away, and the rest is history. And eventually I, through school, did piano, did trombone, did trumpet, did a little bit of sax, did a little bit of the flute, and eventually I wound up as a guitarist and somehow transitioned into a bass player, and that's where I'm at today. I think it's in our blood. We're indigenous. It's in nuestra sangre. The rhythm just comes out from my sperm donor. The only thing I remember is that he did have an acoustic guitar, but I think it was just for looks, for the most part. So musically, I always had it in me since I was a kid, and yeah, I guess it was something that was in my blood already. Esa raza, you know, doing the rain dance and all that good shit, you know, powwows and all that all that awesome tribal stuff. It's all in our sangre, you know. Timberiche. No, I'm just kidding. No, my inspiration pretty much, I think like everybody's influence, or at least a lot of musicians, were the Beatles. I know my mom used to listen to them a lot, and I remember I would be in my underwear in front of the mirror pretending I was John Lennon, you know, rocking out to She Loves You. And that inspired me to be a musician. Also getting into trouble and whatnot is what saved my life. And going to live concerts and whatnot, that influenced me to become a professional musician. Just the roar of the crowd, the excitement in people's faces, just being on stage, the lights, just the adrenaline alone is fucking amazing. And that's what inspired me to be a musician. Just the fact that I could make people, you know, smile. Maybe, you know, whatever we're going through, you know, suicide thoughts, you know, bad marriages, broken relationships, you know, jobs, etc. Music is so powerful that it can save your life. And if I could provide that for the masses, and I could bring a smile to your face, make your music tap, then you know what? My being a musician paid off. Whew. Chingado, how much time we got? All right, musical influence. Oh my God, it dates back. Okay, we got Menudo, we got Timberiche, Cepillín, Cantin. No, I'm just kidding. I got you to laugh finally. Okay, musical influences. Obviously, like I mentioned earlier, the Beatles were a huge inspiration to me. Just a fantastic band. At least, you know, maybe some agree, maybe don't. You know, it doesn't really matter. It's my opinion. So, the Beatles, the British rock invasion, you know, the Who, the Rolling Stones. But I'm a huge funk fan, and James Brown's my main two guy. James Brown was shit, you know. It's like hit me, hey, you know, that good shit. But yeah, James Brown was fucking awesome. And then you can't go wrong with funk rock. Sly and the Family Stone, who introduced it. Thank you very much, Sly and the Family Stone. Then of course, as a bass player, Paul McCartney, Geezer Butler. Then you got the, you know, like Verdine White from Earth, Wind and Fire. You got Louis Johnson from the Brothers Johnson. Of course, Larry Graham, the master of the funk, who created it, who invented it. Then, of course, you got the newer generation. Of course, I'm a huge metal fan as well, so I'm big into like speed metal, thrash metal, death metal. I love like death metal, like bands like Poison. Yeah, right. No, but just joking aside, yeah, like Cliff Burton, Robert Trujillo, Flea, Victor Wooten. I know he's not metal, but he's a beast on the fucking bass. Jaco Pastorius, Marcus Miller, Stanley Clark. Woo! Like I said, how much time we got? So yeah, that's for the most part. you get an idea where I get my musical influences. Okay, my very first professional instrument was a Kramer 500 guitar. I'm a huge Eddie Van Halen fan, and I was hoping to be an incredible guitar god like Eddie Van Halen. Unfortunately, I'm not Eddie. I'm more of a Juan. So with that said, hey, chingue, brother, I was playing a rhythm guitar for a long time, and yeah, I played with a couple of bands. I did rhythm for the longest, and it only made sense if I'm gonna play rhythm, why not transition to bass? So my very first bass guitar was an Ibanez. One of the very first models that came out. I don't remember the series. All I know, it was fucking awesome. It got me some gigs, and next thing I know, I'm on tour, and the rest is history. Besides watching porn, I love art, photography, being a fucking clown, if you guys haven't noticed. But no, I'm an artist. I do a lot of graphic designs, illustration. I have my own t-shirt company. Here's one of my designs. Indigena United, baby. Find me on Instagram. I also have another site called Kong Stomp Arts. That's with a Z. It ends with a Z. Kong Stomp Arts, like King Kong. Art, stomp, like stomp, and then arts with a Z. I do with that designs. I do more like movie designs, music designs, etc. More open-minded with the art. And I got my Indigena United thing where I concentrate more on nuestra raza. And yeah, I do art. I practice, I play music, I love hockey, I'm a huge hockey fan. Imagine that, a beaner that likes hockey, go figure. I love hockey, it is what it is. But that's what I do on my spare time. I love road trips, I travel a lot, and I'm a photographer, so I go out, venture, and try to capture some shit. So that's pretty much it. So that's my interview. I hope you guys got to know a little bit about me. Peace out. Y whatever la raza says, peace, I guess. No, but all joking aside, Dino Andino's out. It's a quad fan, and keep it real.